Hello, hello. All right, boom. I had to shut that off, make sure everything was on and operating right. Let me get my partner in crime on here. Randy, I'm sending you the request to hop on. Hopefully that works. How's everybody doing tonight? If you can, in the chat, type whether you can hear me okay or not. Should be able to chat over here. Hey guys, can you hear me? Okay, again, Randy says no chat. All right, Randy, I'm going to try it again. If it doesn't work, it says already been sent a request. I canceled this. I'm not sure why this happens. It happened last time. Hey, John. Thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know. All right, Randy, I just am hitting it again. Share request should be good. There you are. Aha. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Awesome. Awesome over here.
I got to figure out what to do with my camera. I've got it slid all the way back. It must have an automatic zoom or something on it.
Well, I'm not sure, but if you watch the replay, you are farther away. Like you can see
okay.
more. Yeah, it's a little bit better. But no, man, it looks good. You're looking good.
Well, I mean, I just would rather be further back. I'd like to be like back there.
Yeah,
back there, you know,
I hear you.
Over there.
Hey, if I could, I'd rather be in another room.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyway, great. Randy's here. Listen, my name's Ed Mayer. I'm from Hershey, Pennsylvania. We're super excited to have you here to listen to a presentation, an opportunity presentation with a company that we are so passionate about. Amazing products, affordable products, a simple yet very lucrative pay plan, all in which Randy's going to go over here just in a minute or two with a nice slide presentation. Just a little housekeeping. There is a chat box. Feel free to chat. There's also a question area. If you have any questions, please ask your questions. We love to answer them. Make sure that you get your questions answered. In the event that you don't, you're shy, whatever the case may be, then at the end, too, we're going to direct you to get back to the person that invited you to this presentation, and they'll be able to answer your questions. And if they can't, they know where to go to get the answer, all right? So, again, my name's Ed Mayer. Welcome. We're super, super excited to have you, and we appreciate you coming, and we value your time as well. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to my good pal, Randy. Let him say a few words, and then let's rock and roll.
Hey, guys, welcome. I'm glad that everybody's here, and we're going to be talking to you about something getting a massive echo, Ed. I don't know where it's coming from, but at any rate, glad that you're here, and we're going to be getting started in just a minute. But before we do, I want to make a little announcement for those of you that are on here that are with our company already. Tomorrow night on our Thursday night call, there's going to be an announcement made that's going to help you build your business. You're going to be excited about it. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me get the screen share up here. And okay, I'm going to make it full screen, Ed, so you'll have to tell me, is it full screen now?
Make sure you hit the screen share button.
I did. I did, didn't I?
It's not pulling up yet.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. There's two. You got to hit it twice. Okay.
Go.
Now we'll see if it goes full screen. Hang on.
Now we're good.
All righty. Well, hey, guys and gals, the reason you're here is to hear about this company called Basic Reset. And Basic Reset is a company, as this first slide says, is your passport to an amazing lifestyle. And I know you're saying, well, okay, how's that possible? Well, we're going to be telling you all about it. First of all, with our company, we always talk about it's time for a basic reset, hence the name of our company. Well, what's that all about? Well, it's about our amazing products that literally go to work in your body and produce results. And I make a statement at this point where it says there a new you awaits you, or a new you awaits. But our products go to work 100% of the time for 100% of the people. And I know a lot of people say to me, Randy, how can you make a statement like that? Because guess what? When you consume our products, when they open up in your body doesn't reject them. They go to work. What the difference is, some people happen to feel it more than others. Some people notice results faster or sooner or longer than others do. So that's the difference. But the products work 100% of the time for 100% of the people. The two foundation products that our company has, and these are the products the company was started with, are Aqualyte and Ionite. The Aqualyte was really the very first product. That was a product that our company CEO and founder, Fred Kaufman, discovered and found out about way back when he was doing a speech at the Cancer Symposium in Sweden. I'm still getting a massive echo, Ed, for some reason. I don't know if it's, I think you have to mute your mic maybe. But at any rate, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Fred was at the Cancer Symposium, and he heard about the world's oldest living man. And so he did some inquiring about it, and he found out that that person lived in the island of Okinawa, Japan, and that the people there live for much longer than people do in other parts of the world. And he found out that the reason why was because they were drinking water that was coming through the coral sand that this entire island is made out of. Well, when the water goes through the coral sand, it picks up the minerals that are in that coral. And by the way, it's organic minerals, and I'll tell you what I mean about that in just a minute. But Fred found out about this, made arrangements, and brought that product to the United States of America many moons ago. And he was marketing it to people and has been since then. And he wanted it in a liquid form, so he designed and developed and invented Ionite, which is a liquid form of the coral minerals, except that it has other things in it besides the minerals. Now, does it replace the coral minerals? No, it enhances them. But in addition to having the minerals in it, it has amino acids in it, it has vitamins in it, it has organic plant complexes in it. It's got lots of things in it that will literally help your body to become more receptive to the other nutrients that you might be taking and nutrients you get in your food. And it does that because it literally breaks the surface tension of water, makes the water wetter, which allows the water to penetrate your cells and carry the nutrients that are in that water into your body. So it's as simple as drinking water. Everybody on the earth has to drink water. As a matter of fact, it's a universal law that cannot be refuted. Everything has to have water to survive. Even bacteria have to have water to survive. So what we do at Basic Reset is we take your drinking water and we simply change it into healthy, energized water that goes to work in everybody. It's water that will change your life. It carries with it nutrients that are important to you because you can't live without minerals as well. The other two huge industries or huge products in the industry out there are in the nutrition industry especially are things that deal with weight loss and energy. And I'm going to talk about the energy portion of this, first of all. On the right-hand side of your screen, you'll see a picture there of a canister of our product called Vibrant. Well, what is Vibrant? Well, first of all, we call it the healthy energy drink because that's literally what it is. Now, when you talk to people that drink energy drinks, to be honest with you, they're not so concerned about whether it's healthy or not. They just want to know, first of all, is this an energy drink and will it work for me? Well, it sure will. But it works different than the other energy drinks. You see, when you drink our product, you'll feel it in minutes. It goes to work faster than some of the other drinks on the market, and it lasts longer. Instead of 2 to 3 hours, it lasts 4 to 6 hours. There's no jitters. There's no crash and burn like you have with these canned drinks that you buy in the store. There's no bad-for-you ingredients. As a matter of fact, our energy drink literally nourishes your body rather than taking things from your body. And it costs less than most other energy drinks on the market. In fact, we say that day one you'll love it, feel it, day two you'll love it, and day three you'll be telling all your friends about it. But here's what's important about our energy drink. It's the kind of an energy drink that you just know that you have energy. It's not this smack you alongside the head with a 2x4 type energy. It's just a great energetic feeling that you're going to feel within just minutes of taking it. The second part, as you see on the second half of the screen there over on the left-hand side, is a product called Trim Up. Now, by the way, that's a weight loss product, and there are people that literally lose weight by drinking our Vibrant product because it has in it ingredients that will help your body to lose weight. But Trim Up is a weight loss product, but what's strange as that may seem, that people take it not for weight loss oftentimes because of the energy that it gives, because you get a tremendous amount of energy from that product. But it helps you control your appetite. It actually helps control fat storage. It helps control healthy blood sugar levels, which, by the way, has to do with your body's insulin and the fat storage with that. It gives you normal energy levels, and it helps with mental clarity and focus, which, by the way, the Vibrant does also, and it contains antioxidants and nutrients. Now, what Vibrant does for a tremendous amount of people is it does cut their appetite. I've lost a lot of weight on Vibrant, still losing weight on Vibrant, but not Vibrant, I'm sorry, Trim Up. But what it does for me is this: it doesn't cut my appetite at all. I'm just as hungry now when I take it as I was before, but what it does for me is something that's really cool. When I sit down to eat, and I can eat anything I want, but I just can't eat as much of it. I get about halfway through my meal and I'm done, I'm full. I never used to be the type of person that had anything left over on my plate. I mean, I was a Clean Your Plate Club guy from, I had the gold stars and everything. I was on the top of the list. But now I'm not that guy anymore. I can't finish my food. And so I get leftovers, basically. Or I just have to make less. But that's what the product does for me. When you combine these two, which I do, I take a Trim Up in the morning and one about noon, and then I drink a Vibrant in the afternoon around 2 o'clock. And I drink them and mix them with the Aqualyte Ionite water, which supercharges how these things work. Believe me, you've got a winning combination. Now, the other drink that we have that people absolutely love, because it's the number one next to water consumed drink in the world, and that's coffee, is our healthy coffee. It's called Primo Java. Now, there's other healthy coffees on the market, and they also have this Ganoderma mushroom in them. But what makes our coffee different than most of the rest are three things. Number one, our coffee is grown completely organic, completely herbicide and pesticide free. Grown in the high altitude of the mountains, and it's rich Arabica coffee. Number two is it not only contains the Ganoderma mushroom, which several coffees out there do, but it contains 4 species of that mushroom. Now, why is that? You would think one would be enough? Well, not necessarily, because each species does something different in your body. So it's wonderful when you have all 4 species combined. And then we throw in something else called mangosteen. Now, mangosteen is an amazing, amazing fruit. It's full of beneficial antioxidants and something called xanthones. And I'm not going to go over what xanthones are for you. I'd like you to go ahead and take some time and go ahead and look them up. But they do amazing things in your body. But there was a company that built an entire business just based on mangosteen. Well, we've included that in our coffee. Now, our coffee is rich and smooth. For a lot of people that wouldn't drink coffee without something in it, they're drinking our coffee black because it tastes so good. Now, I happen to drink black coffee, so to me it tastes good, but it's absolutely astounding. Plus, you can make wonderful iced coffee with it, and there's a description on the bottom there that tells how to do that. The next product that we have deals with your immune system. Now, most people don't understand that their immune systems are compromised these days. In fact, the world we live in, just living compromises your immune system because of everything that we're bombarded with on a daily basis, including the food we eat, which has junk in it. So our immune system is kind of like an army of soldiers that only half of them are willing to fight. Imagine standing on a hill, you send your soldiers into battle, half of them go out and start fighting, and the other half just kind of lay around and don't do anything. Well, you're probably going to lose the battle. You're going to have a hard time. It's going to be a long fought battle. Well, what our product does, Beta Factor, which contains something called beta-glucans, is they put all of these soldiers on the ready, on the alert, ready to attack at any given moment that something comes into your body that shouldn't be there. Now, it's not like an immune stimulant. Now, an immune stimulant is okay for a short period of time, but if you continue to take it all the time, it overstimulates your immune system and literally wears it out. This product doesn't do that. It just simply puts the soldiers at alert. They're like standing there with their shields up, their swords ready. If anything comes, they're ready to battle, but they're just at alert. They're not being stimulated until something comes into your body. This is one of the most amazing products that exists in the marketplace today, and everybody should be on this. Now, you heard me talk about Fred Kaufman earlier in the presentation, and how Fred became interested in nutrition was years and years and years ago. He suffered from allergies really bad. And so he was taking allergy shots and allergy medication from the doctor, but to make a long story short, he wasn't getting any better. As a matter of fact, he felt worse when he was taking the allergy medication. So he went to the doctor and he said, "Doc, I'm not going to do this anymore." The doctor said, "Well, Fred, this is the best we have to offer you." And he said, "Well, it's not good enough for me." And he decided to start on his own and do some research and see if he could find something that would help him. And he did. He came across an amazing, and after doing some studying, an amazing product called bee pollen. He found out that the beekeepers that were eating the pollen just never got sick. They were always healthy. They didn't have allergy problems. And so he started taking bee pollen, and it literally changed his life. His allergies all but totally disappeared. And so he doesn't suffer with them anymore because he takes bee pollen every day. So he said, we need to have bee pollen with our company. But he discovered something about bee pollen. Most pollen that you buy is specific to the area that you live in. And unfortunately, that doesn't bring all of the cofactors in that you need to be able to build up your immune system against allergies for different things in different parts of the country. So he got a bee pollen that the pollen comes from all over the United States. And by the way, the pollen is absolutely tested. There's no herbicides or pesticides in this. It's 100% pure bee pollen collected from different flowers all over the United States. And there's no chemical sprays or insecticides or anything on it. It's probably one of the most complete superfoods on the face of the earth. As a matter of fact, you can survive just eating bee pollen and drinking water. It contains more beef per pound than eggs, or more protein per pound than eggs or beef or cheese. It's plumb full of amino acids, minerals. In fact, of the 60 essential minerals, 27 of them are in bee pollen. Trace elements, fatty acids, carbohydrates, enzymes, coenzymes. It contains all of the things that your body needs on a daily basis to survive. If you were drinking our Aqualite ionite water and you were eating bee pollen every day, you literally could survive from that. Now, you need to have some bulk food, but what I'm saying is the nutrients are there to help your body become efficient. The next thing I want to talk about is our Miracle Facelift Mask. Now, this product is absolutely astounding, especially for those people that have tried it, they know what I'm talking about. Unlike other facelift masks that are out there, and how they work, by the way, is when you put this mask on, it attracts moisture from the outside, from the air, and then it also draws moisture up from the inside of your body to your dermis, to your skin. And it literally causes that moisture being drawn there, plumps up your skin because now it has moisture in it. It has liquid in it. And so when you take the mask off, your skin looks smooth and there's no wrinkles because it's plumped up with moisture. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not a bad thing. But the problem is it's temporary. Because you see, underneath that layer of skin where the crease was, there's a muscle. And that muscle has atrophied and it has a crease in it. But what Miracle Facelift Mask does is it gets through all the layers of the dermis of the skin and gets down to the muscle and starts to tighten and tone that muscle. That's why our product lasts so much longer than everything else on the market, and your skin looks so much nicer. And your tone of your face is so much nicer. And it's absolutely one of the most fabulous products. It's a miracle product. That's why we call it Miracle Facelift Mask. Another miracle product that we have is our Earth Wash. You know, we live in a society today that everything we do in our house, from cleaning our toilets to cleaning our windows to washing our clothes, to washing our floors, involves chemicals. We literally are laden with chemicals, which, by the way, raise Cain with your immune system. So we wanted to have a product that would absolutely get rid of all the chemicals, and you could use it for everything. And I mean everything, from washing your face and hands to your hair to fruits and vegetables to cleaning your floor to cleaning the grease off your engine to shampooing your floor, to cleaning grease off your garage floor, to cleaning the grill. I mean, you can use this for everything. That little 2-ounce bottle makes a gallon of all-purpose cleaner, but get this, it makes 64 gallons of window cleaner. That's a few more gallons than a 55-gallon drum out of that little 2-ounce bottle. It's absolutely astounding, and once you use this product, you will be astounded at what it will do for you. Garden Miracle. This is a product that we don't often talk about, but because a lot of people think that you can only use this if you raise a garden. Guys and gals, this product can be used on anything that grows. I don't care what it is, anything that grows. When you add this to your plants in your house or to your garden, or some people they grow tomato plants in a pot outside of their house because they like to have fresh tomatoes. When you add this to the soil, when you water your plants, this literally causes the roots of the plant to be able to break down and draw nutrients in at a much more bioavailable rate. It causes a root explosion, and the more roots you have under a plant, the more nutrients it gets, the more healthy the plant is. And then guess what happens? If it's whatever it's producing, whether it's flowers or fruit, there's going to be an abundance of it, and the fruit is going to be absolutely delicious. If you use Garden Mineral on your plants in your garden, you're going to be amazed. As a matter of fact, if you water your lawn with it, you have an amazing lawn. So it's crazy, crazy stuff. This company was started by Fred and Kim Kaufman. Now, Fred, I told you a story about how he changed his health, he got into nutrition, and Fred and Kim were marketing not all the products we have, because some of them were added after Basic Reset was launched, but they started marketing the baseline products that we had just direct to customers through the internet, through sales, through catalogs, and different things like that. And they're doing a great business. But they really wanted to reach the world. So Fred said the best way to reach the world is word-of-mouth advertising, customer word-of-mouth advertising. And what's the best way of doing that? The best method out there is network marketing. So he decided to launch Basic Reset. And because, like Fred says, we're just people helping people. He wants to help people not only become as healthy as they possibly can, but he wants them to become as wealthy as they want to also. And so he designed a marketing program that will let everybody at Basic Reset succeed. And if they succeed, Fred and Kim succeed. So we have this Basic Reset referral opportunity. We call it the referral plan, and the reason for that is, well, you'll see it in just a minute. But we literally love giving away money because as I said earlier, when you succeed, we succeed. Our plan is absolutely designed to make things simple. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand this. There's no startup cost. There's no inventory to stock. We drop ship right to you or your customer. Everybody that joins gets a free replicated website. Our products, which I've already gone over, are life-changing. Commissions are paid on referred sales, and I'll explain more about that in a minute. There's unlimited signups under you on any level, which means you're not limited to the number of people that can be in your organization or business. We pay commissions on 10 levels according to your rank, and commissions will be credited into your back office wallet daily. I want to take a minute here for this one. You see, we pay commissions in live real time. There are companies that pay commissions every day, but there's a 1 week or a 2 week lag time. In other words, when you're getting that commission check today, it's from something that happened 1 or 2 weeks ago. Well, not with us. It's real time. If an order comes in at 9 o'clock in the morning and at 9:05, they process that order in the home office. They process them throughout the day, but at 9:05, they process it. At 9:05, the commission is in your e-wallet. It's real live time. It's as it happens. Now, what's important about that? Well, guys and gals, the instant that you make a sale, that day, that money's going to be in your wallet. Now, here's what's really cool about this e-wallet. This is nothing more than a storage spot, a bank account internally where your money is stored. And you can use that money out of that e-wallet and pay for product from the company instantly. In other words, you could make a sale at 9 o'clock in the morning. If the commission was in your e-wallet at 9:05, at 9:06, you could place an order and pay for that order out of the commissions that are in your e-wallet. And a lot of people do that because it's a painless way. As a matter of fact, you literally get started with our company, if you wanted to, by going out and selling product and using that product to pay for your first order. Commissions that are not used up from your e-wallet, in other words, all the commissions that are left over in your e-wallet every Wednesday are paid out to you, and they're paid directly into your account. You have an account with PayPal with our company, and that's where the money goes into. Now, how do we pay this? Well, Fred says we want to make our company a little bit different. Most network marketing companies, when they start, will pay you a certain amount of commission, and they stretch it out over 9 or 10 levels or 15 or 12 or whatever levels they are, but they're very small amounts. So Fred said, let's take the commission that most companies would pay out in 7 to 9 levels, and let's compress that down into 3 levels. So he did that. That works out to 50% total commission. And how we pay that is on level 1, we pay you 20% of all orders that ever come in on level 1 every time they order. And we pay you 15% on level 3 and 15%, on level 2 and 15% on level 3. Now, on level 1, there are absolutely no qualifications. You don't ever have to place an order. There's no sponsoring requirements. There's no nothing. When you sign up with our company for free, you can market to customers and market to people on your first level all day long, earn 20% commissions, whether you order from us or not. No qualifications whatsoever. Plus, we do something different than other companies. If this isn't good enough, everybody that the customer or an affiliate that joins our company, on the day that they join, if they will place an order that day, we give them 20% off their first order. So literally, we're paying 40% out when somebody joins our company. 20% commission to the person that brought them in, and a 20% commission basically to them, because they're getting 20% off their own orders, like getting a 20% commission on your own order. Guys and gals, our company is literally unbelievable. And as I said before, we pay through 10 levels. The first rank, the one that there's no qualification for, is called an affiliate, because we're an affiliate program. But if you want to go beyond that and start achieving bonuses and getting more money from our company, we pay you these other commissions, and we do it like this. Levels 2 and 3, as I already told you, we pay you 15% each on those levels. All you got to do to qualify to get paid beyond level 1 is to purchase a minimum order of $29.95 a month, which is basically buying an Aqualyte or an Ionite or anything you want, but it has to be at least $29.95 a month. That's it. Now, that's not very much money, considering our average order is about $100 a month. But $29.95, and that'll get you paid. Not only will it get you paid on levels 2 and 3, if you hit the other qualifications, that automatically qualify you to receive commissions on all 10 levels. The next step up is marketing executive. Now, levels 4 and 5, as you can see when you're looking this, and 6 and 7 and 8, 9, and 10, all pay 3% on each level. If you add all of that up, including the first 3 levels, that's a total possible payout of 71%, literally unheard of in the industry. To achieve the rank of marketing executive, which is the next step up, you have to, of course, have your $29.95 order, and then you have to have $2,500 in direct sales. Now, what's a direct sale? That's any order that comes in on your first level. But here's the cool thing about this. It's cumulative, which means once you hit it, you're there. You don't have to hit it this month and then go and find $2,500 in brand new business next month to be qualified again. If the same people order, you're qualified automatically. And that is really cool. And the same goes for the next level of marketing director, which is $5,000. And then the last one is presidential director, which is $10,000. And guys and gals, there's going to be an announcement made on Thursday night's call that's going to blow this thing wide open. So I want you to make sure that you're on that call. But folks, we have probably one of the most profitable marketing programs in the network marketing industry. There's no place else that I know of that you can earn 50% in your first 3 levels. And by the way, just on level 1, a 20% pay, and it's level pay. What I mean by that is it's not just some fast start thing you get the first month and then you drop down. It's 20% every time the order comes in. You could make a full-time livable income on that. Now, how do I know that? Because I sold insurance for 20 some odd years, 27 years. And when I first started selling insurance, I was earning 20 to 25% commission on the policies I sold. And I made a lot of money. And that was only the first year. Then after that, it dropped down to a renewal commission. Well, with this one, it's 20% forever. If you get a customer that orders for 10 years, every time he orders, you earn 20%. So guys and gals, this marketing plan is literally unheard of. At Basic Reset, we're just people helping people. as Ed said, we are going to encourage you to get back to the individual that asked you to come to this webinar, that asked you to be here and say, look, let's get started. Let's get started today. If you have some questions, ask them the questions. If they don't know the answer, they'll get to the people that do know the answer. But all I can say to you is this. Let's get started. Join us today at Basic Reset. We'd love to have you on board. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take a step forward and say, because I believe you'll be here, welcome aboard to Basic Reset. Ed, back to you.
Awesome, awesome presentation, my friend. Wait till this thing pops back up here. There we go. Hot shot.
I forgot I have to push another button again to get that to happen.
Yeah, we'll get it. Hey, we're fine-tuning these live webcasts, breaking it down about 30 minutes or so. Like I said, we respect your time. We're super excited that you're here. We're glad you took the opportunity to check out an opportunity that can potentially change your entire life. And listen, you know, this is something like any other opportunity, man. You come in and you do nothing, you're going to make nothing. Nothing's going to happen. If you come in, you learn a few skills, which we teach in our private groups, and you do the work, your entire life can change at the drop of a dime. But my friends, any opportunity is a good opportunity if you do whatever it takes to make it happen. Bottom line. Listen, we're going to wrap up. On behalf of Randy, I'm Ed Mayer. We appreciate you coming, and we look forward to welcoming you in our private Facebook group to the rest of the team. Like Randy said, welcome to Basic Reset. Guys, we love you, and we look forward to meeting you. Have a great one. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.